You ever see a billionaire lose his cool by the side of the road? Because let me tell you, when Benedict Ashworth's fancy Rolls-Royce coughed up its last breath on a dusty highway in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, the look on his face was pure come-be-if-you-weren't him, of course. There he was, phone in hand, $1,000 shoes on gravel, staring murder at his own reflection in the chrome. He muttered something about damn German engineering, which only proves that when rich folks get rattled, they'll blame anyone but themselves, never mind that a Rolls is as British as the Queen. But none of that really matters, because what happened next, well, nobody saw that coming. Not Benedict, not the crowd in Stone Harbor, and definitely not a 12-year-old girl named Luna Stafford who, grease under her fingernails and 2 military rings hanging on a chain around her neck, would go on to turn the whole town upside down, maybe even change what Benedict thought success was supposed to mean. Luna was elbow-deep under the hood of a battered Chevy pickup when the call for help, or at least the sound of a suffering engine, rolled in from Route 412. She might have been just 4'8" and still too young to drive, but she could fix a timing belt faster than most certified techs could Google a YouTube tutorial. Her grandpa Steele, a Marine vet with a shrapnel scar and the kind of slow-moving patience that only comes after years of working with both people and engines, barked, "The 3/8S, not the 7/16S. Luna handed him the right tool without looking. "Mrs. Patterson's alternator's toast, Grandpa, but that knocking? Bet the timing chain's off 3, maybe 4 degrees." Steele just shook his head, part pride, part awe. "That's my girl," he muttered, as if surprised every time. Now, this is the thing about small towns. You don't leave people stranded, no matter how little they have or how much they think they're owed. So when Luna and Steele heard the high-pitched whine of an engine dying an expensive death, they dropped their wrenches and rolled out in the shop's old tow truck, radio crackling, sunlight slicing the fields. You know what I mean? That's community. That's what Luna grew up on: casseroles traded for tire patches, a handshake instead of an invoice. They found the Rolls-Royce sitting like a wounded beast, steam rising, Benedict pacing, phone glued to his ear. "I need a tow truck and a rental in 30 minutes, or my company loses a 7-figure deal," he barked. Steele walked up, cap tipped. "Morning. You look like you could use some help." Benedict shot them a look, old man, little girl like he'd ordered a steak and been served a grilled cheese. "No offense, but this isn't your average clunker. I need someone who understands precision engineering." Luna piped up, voice quiet but steady. "Rolls-Royce is British, but the Phantom runs a BMW V12 modded for smoothness, but the fuel system's a known weak link." Benedict's eyebrows shot up. "Excuse me?" Steele grinned behind his hand. "Luna knows her cars. Go on, tell us what happened." "The engine just died. No warning." Benedict scowled. Luna ducked under the hood, fingers dancing through wires and hoses. "Fuel up lately?" she asked, voice muffled. 50 miles back. Gas station I'll never visit again." "Did it sputter? Or just quit?" "Quit. Like someone flipped a switch." Luna worked in silence, tracing fuel lines, listening. After a moment, she straightened up, eyes serious. "Your high-pressure fuel pump's dead. Low pressure's still priming, but you're not getting the right pressure for the injectors. Classic BMW V12 problem, but don't worry, there's a way to get you moving." Benedict, at this point, finally listened. For the first time, he seemed almost human. Luna's temporary fix involved a salvage Honda Civic fuel pump, a spool of high-pressure line, and a wiring job so clean it looked like the factory did it. Benedict hovered, jaw set, as Luna worked. "Where'd you learn this?" "Grandpa Steele taught me," she said, "but mostly cars just tell me what they want." "You gotta listen." Steele leaned in. "She's been taking apart engines since she was 8. Lawnmowers, then pickups. This is her first Rolls, but hey, principles are the same." The mention of Luna's dad hung heavy, her father's rings swinging on her neck, a Marine lost to Afghanistan. Benedict, for a moment, lost his Wall Street polish and just watched. "Try it now," Luna said, stepping back. Benedict turned the key. The engine purred smooth as silk. His whole face changed, like he'd seen a magic trick. "How long will this hold?" "Long enough to get you to Harrisburg," Luna replied, "if you drive like a gentleman." Benedict pulled out a wad of bills. Steele shook his head. Standard diagnostic and repair. $65. That's how we do things here. Benedict stared, baffled. Surely you deserve more. Steele just shrugged. Exceptional work is what we do. No surcharge for doing the right thing. Luna chimed in. Best payments knowing someone got where they needed to go safe. Only then did Benedict really see Lunar hands, her focus, the chain around her neck. Those rings? He asked gently. Luna touched them. My father's. Purple Heart, Marine Corps. He died when I was 7. He wore these every day. Benedict, who thought heroism was buying a company or winning a negotiation, found himself speechless. Steele's voice was gruff. Jake Stafford died, saving his squad. He could have stayed safe, but that wasn't him. Luna gathered her tools, shoulders stiff. My family served in every war since World War I. That's just what we do. Benedict, a man who measured worth in stock options and quarterly reports, suddenly felt small. You could do anything with your skills. Why the military? Because options aren't the point, Luna said simply. My dad had 3 engineering job offers. He chose to serve. Benedict realized he'd never really understood what service meant not until now. He made Harrisburg in time, landed the contract, and 3 days later, back in Stone Harbor, he heard Luna's diagnosis had stunned even the dealership. But Luna's world was shifting too. You see, the real trouble started when Child Protective Services showed up. Some concerned citizen had reported Luna said a 12-year-old shouldn't be doing dangerous work. Steele was furious, Luna scared but determined. Word spread fast. Luna's pediatrician, Dr. Bishop, stormed in with records. This work keeps her healthy. But the threat felt real. What if they took Luna away? That's when Benedict's daughter Monica, a social worker, arrived. She toured the shop, saw Luna's careful training, and told them, I think someone's using the system to target you, not about safety, about business. It clicked. Someone in Ashworth Industries' legal team, spooked by a kid fixing their boss's car, had tried to cover their tracks by getting Luna out of the picture. The twist? Clutch Jenkins, a mechanic who moonlighted for Ashworth, overheard corporate security talking. Anonymous tips, pressure on local businesses, all to make the Stafford problem disappear. Luna and Steele realized it wasn't just about her, it was about silencing the whole community. Corporate intimidation, plain and simple. So Luna did what her father would have done. She gathered evidence, called in allies Monica, Detective Fisher, even a Marine recruiter who'd known her dad. Friday morning, Benedict's weekly legal briefing went off script. Monica brought Luna to the meeting. Luna laid out the truth. Your legal department is using CPS and economic pressure to try and destroy my family, all to protect your reputation. Rhonda Bailey, head of legal, blanched. Benedict listened, then acted. Rhonda, you're terminated. Garrett, see her out. And Monica, start the process to reverse every piece of damage we've done to the Staffords. Calls were made, contracts reinstated, the CPS report withdrawn, and Benedict offered Luna a chance to help build a technical training center, not just for her, but for every kid like her. Stone Harbor rallied. The town's empty warehouse became a buzzing classroom. Luna, not even 13, taught senators and CEOs that real success wasn't quarterly profits, but teaching kids to solve problems, math with gear ratios, physics with torque wrenches. Benedict's company flourished, not in spite of their investment in the community, but because of it. And Luna? She stood at the Pennsylvania State Capitol, testifying that what really mattered was giving kids a reason to believe in their own hands. So here's my question. Who gets to decide what service really means? Corporations looking out for their image, or small-town families who turn crisis into community? And if a 12-year-old with a wrench can change the rules, what's stopping the rest of us? Share your thoughts below, because this debate about justice, respect, and the power of ordinary people to do extraordinary things is just getting started. If you think stories like Luna's need to be told, subscribe and let us know. What does real success look like where you live?